Hey guys, this is George, and I'm going to go over the exciting features of George's Budget for Excel version 16. Currently, I'm in the account summary, and this has some really nice features to get a quick snapshot of what's taking place in your finances. So let's take a look at the checking account. And the registers are where you enter your information. You can also enter your information via a download from your bank account or credit card account and import it into the registers. So once your information gets into these different registers, then all the reports and charts of the information will be automatically created for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of those reports. Let's go back to the account summary. And let's take a look at the new chart dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and click right there. And this is going to provide some summary information of your income versus expenses on a month-to-month basis, and also in this last chart here, a cumulative basis. So let's scroll back up to the top here. In the top right here, there's a budget versus actual chart. If you click right here, you can choose any category that you want to compare. And also the time periods are this year, and last 12 months. So I'm going to close that out. Let's go back to the account summary. The next new feature I want to mention is this category list and budget. And here you could enter and edit your own categories. And you could also set a budget for the different months of the year, which can vary from month to month. So for example, January can have one budget and amount, and then March can have a different budget amount. And the budget amounts that you set here are going to be used to compare to your actual amounts. So let's go back to the account summary. And let's take a look at this right up here, all 12 registers combined. And this is a great report here that combines all of the transactions from all of the different registers into this one master register. So if you're searching for a particular transaction and you're not sure where it is, and you can go right here and these column headings and these filter errors, you can search for them and look for a particular transaction and also filter and get subtotals of the transactions. And you can see right here under account name that this here has all of your accounts in this master register. So let's go up here where it says custom reports, pivot table. And here is an income versus an expense report. And this report is known as a pivot table report. It's fully customizable by you. So I entered 2 years of data in the registers, but if you entered more data, it will all show up here in this report here. So you can see here is year 2022 totals and 2023 totals, both on a monthly basis and on a yearly basis. You can also collapse these totals just to see the yearly totals. So you have 2022 and 2023 side by side. I'm going to go ahead and expand those again. Up here is the timeline. So if you just want to look at a specific month, you can just click on that timeline and it'll just show you that specific month. To clear it, you click this filter arrow right here to show all the data again. You could group data by years, quarters, months, and days. So let's take a look at quarters. Let's say that you just wanted to look at the fourth quarter of 2023. Just click right there, and the data down here instantly updates to reflect that change. I'm going to go ahead and clear that and show everything again. In this next slicer right here, you can show just your income items, just your expense items, or both income versus expenses. And this next slicer right here is your list of accounts. So you can actually narrow it down to just a single account like your Amex credit card or your checking account or a group of accounts and then back to all of accounts. What's great about this pivot table report is you can change it up into many different variations. So let's say that I wanted a report not by category but by description. In other words, who was paid, what business was paid. And instantly, when you drag that down there, you can see income and expenses broken down by the payee. So you can see, for example, how much was spent at a particular restaurant or how much was paid to State Farm Insurance. So this report is very versatile and it's really helpful to help analyze your data. You can also add charts to the data. So if you went up here to Pivot Table Analyze, and pivot chart. You can add a variety of different type of charts to the data to help you visually see what's taking place. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out. So let's go up here and take a look at the net worth report. So this particular net worth chart is a summary of all of your accounts. You started off with a net worth of around 200,000 and it grew to over 300,000. Over to the right here is a slicer. Currently all accounts are selected, but you can narrow down the net worth based on specific accounts. So let's say that you wanted to see just your home value over time. You could do that. And you can also combine multiple items, for example, the house mortgage with the home value. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that and show all of the accounts. So this particular chart combines whatever accounts you have selected into one line chart. I'm going to show you another option you have. If you click right here in this table, and if you drag this account name over to the columns, and now this chart shows each individual account separately on their own line chart. And you can also see just specific accounts. So let's say that we wanted to look at the house mortgage and then the home value. And now you can see just those two items side by side. So let's go ahead and clear that and show all the accounts. And over to the right here are the category types. And typically you're going to have all of these selected with the exception of the split category type. That split category type, you do not want that selected when you're looking at your net worth tracker. And down at the bottom here is a table that represents the information above in the chart. So we're going to scroll back to the top here, and I want to show you one other layout for the net worth chart. If you select the chart and go to Design, and we're going to change the chart type, and we're going to change it to Column Stacked. And here's another look for the chart so that you can kind of see it in a different way. This particular one is all of the accounts, and they're basically stacked on top of each other. So you can kind of compare them on a proportionate basis. So for example, you could see here that the house value, this blue item here, is taking up a big percentage of the total amounts. So let's go back to the account summary. And let's click over here where it says Reports and Charts. And here are some additional reports that compare budget versus actual. So there's a month-to-month report. You can change the year and the months here. And if you click here on the yearly actual versus budget, you can see the totals for the year. And you can change the years right here. So let's go back to the account summary. And I wanted to mention something else with the registers. Let's take a look at this US Bank credit card. And that is that you can split transactions here. So you can split a particular transaction. This was a Walmart purchase for $100. You can split it into multiple categories, and you can do this whether it's a income item or expense item. This happens to be an expense item. So you took that $100 and you split it into $60 for groceries and $40 for clothing. The registers also have some great reconciliation tools. If you look up here, total outstanding is one item for $100. So if you look in this column here, we see that this item right here has not been marked as reconciled. So if you put a R here and look over to the right, this will turn into a green check mark. Now up top, there's 0 items outstanding and your register balance equals your total cleared. Another nice feature about the registers is that you can enter future dated transactions, and those future transactions will also be inside your report so you can project into the future. So let's go back to the account summary. And if you would like to find out more about this product, if you're watching this on YouTube, below the video is a link to the product page where you can read more about it. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for new updates and great Excel templates.